when the person they check, this is not same day. They say he booked October 3rd for next month. But why he come today? And they say, now if you both of you want to fly, you have to change the ticket, and you have to pour extra. Then both of us, they request us to pay around about 800. Thầy, 850 US dollar. It's a very costly. The ticket is from Atlanta to Florida, more costly from USA to Vietnam. And we hesitated. We say no. We don't want to pay, and we hesitated. And then it's a very interesting. The man his big friend with me, and he say, "Don't worry, I try to manage for you." Then he telephoned to manage the ticket. She come. She also not accept. And we feel very sad. But if we go by car, we share money, but it takes a lot of time, at least 6-7 hours. And then Thầy will say, I say, no, don't pay. And we pray the Buddha, and after the man, he speak French, and then he manage everything. We don't pay money, only pay the luggage, $30. You see, this is mean in our life. If we have the good relation, we speak a little more one language, we get benefit. So this has been relation, education. The topic today, we talk about education. If we have good education, it's very useful for our life. Like in India, if you can speak Hindi, or in Nepali, it's very nice traveling. When I goes there, when I cross the border, they look at me, I speak Nepali, they thought I'm Nepali, they don't ask the visa. But anyway, we are foreigner, we are obliged to follow the rule, regulation. Sorry, a little cold. Now, today is what benefit we can get from education. When we talk about education, we must talk, we distinguish right education and wrong education. Okay? Not general. You see, wrong education, very dangerous, very harmful. Very harmful. But people a little distinguish right education. Now you see when now our society is more and more complicated. Human being is not animal. So we should be very careful. Now you see, when they have the children, they give food. They give food. Yeah, naturally, if we give food, right food, then would help. If the wrong food, it's a problem. Cause many sickness and many disease. And when the children growing up, they bring the children, they send to school. They did not pay attention whether it's a good teacher or not, good school or not. And then when they're little older, they bring to the church. And then if we are lucky, the children meet a good school and good teacher, and his mind character is okay. But in the case, in the wrong teacher and wrong school, then they destroy, they damage the life of the children. You see? And the parent did not pay attention. This is very, very important. school teacher, and then the little know they send to the church. And when they are sick, they send them to the doctor. Okay? And when they are sick, say more and send to the hospital. And if hospital cannot solve problem, then they send to cemetery. If we think seriously, the life is a very complicated. And the parent, even I'm weakness. Some Vietnamese people, when they go to the foreign country, they work very hard. They did not pay attention. They just sent to school and encourage their children try to get good diploma. But what kind of diploma need? Oh, you try to finish bachelor and then master, and after that, or you become doctor, a teacher, like this. And they get the food money and they buy the food. And their children, they like very much hamburger and the fat food. Now they're very fat, and they become problem of life, health. And you see, no, I don't want to talk more. And more we analyze, and our society is a very complicated mechanic. And the parent, wife and husband working, even don't have time to eat. Some people, they work 2-3 jobs a day to get money and to supply comfort to children. But after and even they living in the country, they do not speak the local language. And when their children, after high school, they go university, they get knowledge, and they come back, they talk local language, their parents do not understand well, and they starting to look down the parent. You say, oh, you speak is not good English or not French. And then starting the conflict between children and parents. And that is just not only the mistake of the children, and this is also the mistake of the parent. Even you see the Buddhist monk and nun, when they come to America and Australia, I just say general, they don't mind about their local language. Whenever they need anything with the local people, they ask. Some people come like be interpreter. Even they go to the market, traveling here and there, they ask some people follow him. But they do not know when the people living in this country, industrial country, they are very busy. But why we are not? Why we do not study? We all depend on them. We disturb them. One day, one time, 2 times is okay. If such thing repeated, then there's a problem between their family and their organization. Therefore, today we said education is very important. Our planet is destroying, and the climate change is very dangerous. And this thing is many problems. But this thing, we should give them education from the young age. How to respect the Mother Earth. How to earning money. But generally now I find in school, they didn't have a teacher first. Finish study and working hard and money. But they don't teach the fundamental thing fundamental thing, most important thing, money is important. But no money can make house, but not home. You see, many family, they are very rich, but not happy life. This is very important. The money we can buy clothes, but not the beauty. The money, they can buy the title, but not the respect. You see now, certain country, when they work very hard, very rich, they want to get the good position in the society, and they buy the seat. But people do not respect. And the money, they think they can buy everything. It's not correct. Money, you can buy medicine, but not the health. Money, we can buy the many thousand books, but not the knowledge. Yeah. So today we discuss about education, but very important, right education, not wrong education. But nobody talk about wrong education. There's also education is I think is not perfect. We should say right education, not wrong education. Now so many wrong education, but very few people to pay attention it. Just school, university, even they send their children to the famous university. But how many of them to be happy life? This is important. The role of education, right education. So I would like to invite Professor John to share your idea about education. Thank you.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Hello from Vietnam. You do a lot of miles in the aeroplane, Master. You travel a lot.
In the backside, you are on Himalaya.
Yeah, that's a photo still of a sunrise in Himalaya.
Okay.
I'm in Vietnam now. Yes. Yeah.
I thought you be back to Himalaya.
Not yet. Not yet. Just photos in my memory. Yes. Education. This is a very, very big subject. Education, the right education and the wrong education. Academic education has changed a lot in my lifetime. I remember we were taught how to cook, how to type, how to clean, how to make a budget. We had money, we had things, practical things to teach us in our life. Now they don't do that anymore. It's all so much academic learning is just thinking about knowledge but not doing. It is very rare that they have classes that teach people to do things and to think about things. It's more about the ideas, which is wonderful, which is good, but it doesn't transform into ways of living. I think when my children were growing up, we would read stories to them when they were young, and it gave them an idea. If you can just read a book to young children when they're growing up, they get curiosity to learn. And my two daughters are very, very curious to learn. And they have many degrees and master's degrees. My children do. And they like to put that into practicality and able to do that. And they also have this drive to educate themselves by traveling. I think what Master was talking about before if we can educate ourselves, whatever environment we can go into. And like you were talking with the man that helped you, because you had an open mind and you were curious and you were talking with him and become friends with him. That's when I travel, I like to learn the culture and learn the people. I don't know Vietnamese very much, but I know how to order food. But the right education can lead us to curiosity, can lead us to putting the knowledge that we learn into wisdom, like what we talked about last week. The wrong education can lead us into arguments and a closed mind where we don't understand. When I meet someone who says, no, this is the only way, this is it, there's no other way, I find it very difficult to have that conversation with them, because there's no option for learning. There's no discovery of being aware. A lot of education is passed on to our schools that I think we should be teaching in our families. For example, respect and compassion and honesty and quality of being is something that we teach from home, is something that we teach from family. And the only way that we can be successful in teaching that, I believe, is through our actions. When we have children or when we have other people watching us, they learn more from our actions than what they do from our words. Our words are very important, but our actions, I think, are more important. And if you can show that when you talk about compassion, that you teach, that you show compassion and you talk about it. If your communication is lacking and your ideas are lacking, then we cannot impart the knowledge that we have. It's very difficult. We can get a degree in almost anything now, but does that help society? If I have a degree in French literature, can I get a job with that? Can I contribute to that? It might be very interesting to me and I pay a lot of money for it, but can I put that into the real world and help society and help my family and help the world? I don't think so. If I get a degree in sewing, I can become a tailor, I can do things, I can learn that if that is my interest. So we have to, there is a balance, I think, in learning. I like to learn, I like to learn a lot of different things. I like to talk to people, I like to hear their stories, and I like to find out what makes them who they are. But that doesn't take a degree, that just takes curiosity. And I think it takes respect. The right education will come from home, I think, more than from school. But schools now and academic education now has changed so much. Now it's all about business. They look at how many degrees students they can put through and give them a degree. And we can tick off a degree at the end and say, I have a degree in, there's what they call now, you can get a degree in ethical hacking, which teaches you how to hack on the internet, but they use the word ethical. in front of it. So it's like, oh, you know, I don't understand that, but maybe I'm too old to understand that. If you have ethical, I can hack your internet, hack your ID, hack something. It's very strange. Where we are going, I think that education, academic education, has gone now to be big business. It's big business for
Tôi dặn cái tiếng sao cho nó lớn.
Dạ nghe rõ thưa thầy ạ. Dạ nghe lớn rõ.
Nghe yếu không? Bây giờ ok. Anh nói sao mà nghe không rõ?
And come back on again. Sorry. Okay. So I was just saying the same thing again, that academic institutions now focus more on money rather than education. You know, it might be an education in how to make glasses, which is very helpful. But it also might be an education in how to look at art, which is lovely and interesting. How does that help? How does that help society? I don't know. So where we go from here, I think if we teach our children curiosity about education to learn whatever they experience, that will help. I think, and when they're young, read stories to them. They become curious about life and curious about other cultures. And when they have that with honesty and compassion, then they can learn, and then we can learn. That's what I try and do. Thank you, Master.
Thank you, John. You see, education 2,600 years ago, the Buddha, he also reminds us in Mahamangala Sutta, education. How intelligent he is.
Right education.
Yeah, right education. Now people talk, like you said, education. But I find there are certain people, they get very high degree education, but they don't have good behavior. And they very intelligent. And they create many problems for society. But they do not recognize. They think, oh, they're intelligent. And they cheat. Even the money system, financial system, and they communicate and how to cheat the people in the right way, their right way, but in the wrong way to the people. You see so many things. What we, for us, when we talk more and more, and it's a disturb me people, and people would not be happy. You see now education, they make very good cake and good drink, but those cake and the drink is not for healthy. And now you have seen in the market, and they produce so many kind of drink. But really, if you drink daily, then we have the big problem of the health. How many companies they dare to talk such thing? For example, that's alcohol. They make very good, beautiful label and introduction about the wine, alcohol. But they did not know this is a very dangerous for health. And but how many of them they talk about the danger of the smoking and food? And then even medicine. Medicine means to cure the sickness. But when they cure one of kind of sickness, then they give another kind of the sickness. They say the side effect, but I say it's not side effect, it's a real effect. Yeah, for example, now you see we was nearly 3 years the COVID-19, and they just are convict. But the government, different country, I watching very carefully. They listen why the reason we have the convict. They just fighting. They say, or they criticize other. But main thing, in my opinion, is a pollution. Because human being, we do not respect the law of the nature. We destroying. Therefore, disease is coming. And even the war. Now you see the conflict and the war around the world. Oh, they say like this. But they do not know there are certain rich countries, they produce a weapon. So much. So they get the proper conflict. What for? And for selling the weapon. And million people in different continents now, even that they don't have enough food to eat. But they did not say. So if we have education, we can understand. We should be very careful. Very careful. If we have the right education, we keep away from this danger, isn't it? So 38 blessing, important happy life, Buddha mentioned inside education, right education, not wrong education. So now I would like to invite Thầy Huyen to join with us, to join sharing your idea about education. Thank you.
Hello, Master. I think this is a very big topic. What I'm most happy about is that now I am working with my Master, and I am helping him and learning a lot from him. This is my experience on this trip. I feel I'm very lucky and happiness person because I have very wonderful Master. I would like to tell him a sentence that I'm extremely grateful to my Master. This topic very, very good. I love it. If we have a right education, then surely it helps us a lot in this life. After Master 3 talk with the Buddhists in the United States, Master not only taught the elderly, but he also taught many young people in the United States. Many people change their lives for good because he gives them good things. That's right. For example, Mr. Wang grew up in the United States. If he can't see Master and don't listen to Master teaching, he will be shut down. But he was very lucky. He get through because he hearing and saw my master the teaching. I very lucky. I'm very happy because I have my wonderful master. You know, that is topic the right. If we have the right education, we have many great things, especially the children in the United States. Many people they don't listen the parent. I would like to sum the people in Vietnam and any country. You know, it's very important. I would like to say thank you, Master, so much, because Master give me the good chance for the trip. I think some of the people in America, they are very lucky, because my master love them. My master the teach them some good thing. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Thầy Huyen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thầy Huyen. Your ideas, I think, is good. When generally we talk education, but we should distinguish right education or wrong education. For example, wrong education, and some children, they get very high degree. I think they stop.
Oh,
now they are joining.
Dạ, thầy bấm mở lại cái micro giúp con cho thầy. Dạ, thầy bấm mở lại micro giúp con ạ. Dạ, A Di Đà Phật, cho thầy nghe rõ cho thầy. Không, thầy bấm mở micro.
Bây giờ nghe chưa?
Dạ. Dạ nghe rõ.
You see, when we talk not on education, we must say right education or wrong education, like right food or wrong food. Now, I feel something. I feel very sorry, very sad. The children, they get very high degree, but they do not respect the parent. They do not respect the parent. And they think that their parents have to sacrifice their life for their education, for food, everything. And even they grow up, they don't want to look for a job. They want to stay at home, and parents must supply food and everything for them. This is wrong education. And when they get good education, they do not respect the law and regulation of the country. And they're very proud. They think they know everything. Even I have seen someone, they get good education, they read so many books. They are very proud. They think they know everything. They look down the people. You see, for example, I would like to offer you the story. In ancient time, in India, there's many classes. The Brahmin is the most intelligent, the learned, educated. They are very proud. And whenever they go anywhere with so many books, because they read everything, they thought they are most intelligent. When they go to the river, Ganga River, and they cross to the river, at that time there's no big boat, big ship. and there's a boatman. The boatman is unlearned and a low class. And the Brahman, the learned guru, he asked the boatman, he said, do you go to school? Do you have education? And the boatman, he said, oh, Guruji, master, I was born in poor family. I do not have the good chance to go to school. And the Brahman, he say, oh, you don't have education. So your 1/3 of your life finished. And the boatman, he say, oh, yes, Guru, I know this. Then after roaming to the river, Ganga river, and then the Brahman, he asked to the boatman again, do you know how to read? Oh, Guruji, master, I told you I did not have good chance to go to school. So how can I read? And that's Guru. He said, you don't know, you don't have education. You have to read some 2/3 of your life. Finish. And the boatman, they say, no, yes, I know. I'm unlucky person because I come from family. And he started drumming the boat. And when the boat reached to the middle of the Ganga river, there's strong wind come. And the boat like this, drumming. And the boatman, he asked, Guru, now unluckily there's a big wind coming. And the ship, the boat is not security. Do you know how to swim? And the Guru, that teacher, he say, I know everything, but not swimming. Can you teach me swimming? He say, no, now it's if you want to swim, how to swim, you must learn at least 1 week. Now, you do not know swim, then 3/3 of your life finish. Then the big wind come, and the boat turned down. And the boatman, he swim to the bank of the Ganga river. He said, and the Guru, he died in the Ganga river. So you see, the Guru, he know everything. He get good education. He know everything. He read the Rig Veda, everything he need. But only one thing, he did not how to swim, so he died in the Ganga river. So in our present life, now you have seen on the Zoom talk, so many learned men, he talk very sweet. But if you watch very carefully, it's a wrong education. It's proud. It's proud. And those people, I think, is very dangerous. Therefore, I would like to suggest you, when you send your children go to school, you must understand this is a good school or not, good teacher or not. You should not give your children come to school. School is must this good school or not, good education or not, right education or not. This is very important. Very important. But how many authority dare to talk the truth about this right education? They just education. You see, even in many countries, they open English class or foreign English class. Very beautiful propaganda. But the people study 4 or 5 years in same school, but they cannot write a letter. Even they cannot communicate with the English-speaking people. So what does that mean in education? And even now our society, so many, a million people, they get very good diploma, education, very famous school, but they don't get job. They live in the poor condition. So I think this is a wrong education. The right education means how to improve the Christian life, how they bring the happiness, how the people mutual respect. They should respect each other. So Many problems. So let us promulgate right education. And we should be very careful with the wrong education. I don't like to talk more about this. Otherwise, we have the problem, because when it was in different university teaching, I talk about this one. The principal of the chairman of university, they are not happy when I talk frank about this right education. Even I'm telling you, I feel very sad, very sorry. Some famous university in the world, they teach the student how to lie, how to cheat the people. When they pick up the stone in the roadside, the stone, ordinary stone, and they ask the student, graduate, go to sell. If you get more price, then you get good mark. So this is the way of wrong education. The stone, you must say stone, but that's when he teach how to cheat people. So this stone, very precious, like this, inside maybe diamond. And if the children, the student, they can sell the good price and they good mark. So I think this is good education. This is lie education, wrong education, isn't it? So I think we should be very careful to think and to help your children to get right education. You see, even there's one Brahman in ancient time in the Ganga River. When he know how to read. He read so many books. He's very proud. He thought he know everything. Everything he know perfectly. But only swimming he doesn't know. Then he died on the Ganga. So now we are in the societies more complicated. More complicated. Okay. Now it's a lap about 15 minutes. I would like to invite another participant to join. Thiện Đức and Trương Lim, please to join the talk and to share your idea for this topic. Please talk, not only listening. I'm waiting for you. Or if you have any question, please you can put the question. Then we try to answer. We are not like the Brahman on the Ganga River. I also want to learn many things from you. Yeah. You see, it's a very interesting story. Huh?
Yeah, can you teach me to swim?
Yeah, it's take time, at least 1 week. At least 1 week. You see now many is educated, what we call educated, learned person. When they talk on the YouTube, even they are about 25, 30 years old. They speak many languages, few languages. They are very proud. They say they know everything.
Know everything, but don't do anything.
Yeah, don't do anything. They are the NATO people. NATO, I think you know, not know anything. NATO, no accent, talking only. It's a very harmful.
Yes.
So, Chuman Dak, please you remind You send a message to invite the people to join the talk. Very important.
Yeah.
Education, very important. You see some parents, they work very hard, they have a lot of money, but they don't give the right education to the children. So when the parent die, the children, they finish own.
I think it's a problem with your microphone again, Master. Oh, and he's gone. Maybe, Linda, maybe you have something special to say. Oh, you're back again.
Okay, now you listen me.
Yes, we can hear you now again, Master.
Now the internet in this place a little problem. So any question? So the topic today is very important. Right education. We should not learn the wrong education. The wrong education, the people think, oh, money can do everything. No, it's not accurate. And they suffer when they have money. They think they do everything. It's wrong. They can buy many machines. This is not the life. You have money. If you go to the market, when you buy the food, you also distinguish it's a good food, right food or wrong food, isn't it? If you have money, you want traveling, you should go to the right place or wrong place. If you have money, you should not think alcohol is bring you the happiness. No, they destroy your life. And you go everywhere, you show up, you are the rich person. Then many people come and cheat you. Okay, if you don't have any question, I would like to thank all of you. My best wishes and blessing to you, and hope to see you next week if there's no earthquake.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Master.
Thank you. Namaste. Amida Phật.
Amida Phật.
Yeah, see you again. Bye-bye. Thank you.